Morning, guys. Mike from Pattern Traders. It is August 2nd on a Wednesday. Real quick update on BTC. I'll go over the higher time frame first. I still think that we're in talks about going to the pink box at the top, $32,000 to $34,000. Make it pretty. There you go. Make it pretty quick so I can tell you guys exactly what I think of. The liquidity that is sitting right now at 32.3, 32.4, right above this high on this order block, has not been taken yet. Right. So it's pretty evident for me that this particular area over here, let's make it a little darker. Right. That doesn't look too well. Maybe we'll do it this way. There you go. This particular area over here, likelihood will get taken. And regarding the lower movement within the next week or so, any movement back down to like low 27s or high 27s for me are an instant buy. I will start DCAing in at that 28K mark. Now, did I add right now with this dump? I did not. Being honest, did not add any yet. I'm waiting for me to see exactly what happens when we retest this area roughly between 27.8 and 28.1, give or take. Fresh chart off the bat, lower time frame. We have a 10-hour bullish order block sitting at 27,200. It is a little deep. I don't want it to go that deep, but it is likely to get down there. If we are extremely bullish, we shouldn't lose $28,000, especially because it is the flip. What I mean by the flip, you take your typical rectangle box, and then you say, all right, this is your flip over here, right? So more likely than not, if you're bullish, you don't break this on a daily time frame to close under the 28,000, but wicks are okay. This is a little too deep to have a wick down here, right? So, I'm not saying that I'm currently low time frame bearish, but I'm not adding here, and I got reasons for that, right? I'm just waiting. So now, if you look at the daily time frame, which is more of the more important time frame. The red is the daily supply zone. As you can tell, let me also identify the area that has the liquidity on, sitting at roughly about 32,200. Let's make a black line. Let me make it blue. Okay, so the liquidity is sitting at, I apologize, 32,399. 32,399. Very likely that gets taken. If you take your typical Fibonacci level and you do an extension, not an extension, a regular Fibonacci. Hold on. 1 second. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay. So a typical fib level top to bottom puts you at 32,000 and 34,700. So any movement. Hold on. There we go. Any movement back down to 27.2, as long as a 0.382 holds of this type of structure, likely takes us to 34 and $32,000. You got to take into consideration that you're playing structure by structure, right? So if we broke out of this particular structure last week, right here, I'm trying to go as fast as I can, guys. I'm sorry. If we broke out of this structure over here and we're coming right back down to retest, like let's just say we're trying to retest the breakout, or we're trying to retest a mitigation block that led to the breakout, whatever the case is, any movement down to 27,200 is still valid for a move back up to $32,000 or $34,000, as long as the quarterly low holds, which is 24.8. This is going to be your target up here. And don't forget, guys, as of right now, all we've been doing is making lows, higher lows, higher lows. Let's hope they'll make another higher low over here, and then do something like this, right? I'm going to delete everything real quick just to give you guys an idea of where we stand. Previous quarterly low still sitting at 24.8. As long as that holds, we just took the previous monthly low, which was a very important move back up. I know it's a little messy, but just pay attention to the black. Previous monthly low was here, roughly at 28.8. We took it, instant reversal to the top side. Now our previous Monday high is sitting at roughly about 30,100. In my eyes, that's going to be the target. It's going to act like a magnet. And then overall, if we do happen to create foundation here and don't break this, let's make it into a box. I'm sorry, I'm a little messy. I'm trying to do this as fast as possible. If we do happen to create a foundation here and don't break this area, right? This 28.8 to like 29.2, then we instantly know that our target's going to be what? Our target is going to be previous. Where is this thing? Previous quarterly high. Okay? Right? It's all structure based, guys. Get rid of this. And then go to the daily. It should be actually down here, man. This is the actual level down here. Let's put it over here. Go to the weekly. Get out of here. Open up order block. So we're still in the weekly bearish supply zone. The bullish demand zone is between 22.5, 22.6, and all the way down to 19,000. In my honest opinion, guys, likelihood is that we are going to eventually go back down to the teens. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but within the next quarter or two, we're going to be down here. How am I playing this? Main question, how am I playing this? I am buying every dip going down from 28.1-ish, give or take. Hold on, where is it? Right there. Yeah, anything under 28.2, I'm going to start buying. And the target is going to be $32,000 and $34,000. I am going to be wrong if we break this low right here. Again, I'm not trading this with leverage. This is spot, so I don't care. I could start buying all this, and I'm going to hold it. In the event that I am long, if I am wrong and we break this, unfortunately, I'm going to probably sell half my position at a loss, keep the other half, write it down, and take the half that I sold and rebuy down here. Because at the end of the day, it's still going to be the same thing for me, right? We're going to be able to write it back up. I don't think this is the start of a move back down to make a lower low. But this is what you got to take into consideration before I conclude the video, right? You got a bunch of 2-week order blocks that are bullish, 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 bullish. All these green boxes are bullish, but we're sitting under a mitigation block. This is the first time we're testing it, right? This is your mitigation block. Now, what happens if we can't get above it? More likely than not, when you can't get above it, you actually collapse and you go back down to take the low that led to it, which is going to be this low over here at 24.8. So if we're going to go back down to take this particular low, if we can't get above this, right? This is your liquidity sitting at roughly about 24.8. Then you know for a fact that if we do something like this and we deviate, your target is low 23s, man. Mid to low 23s. Unfortunately, it's the honest truth. I can't see this not happening if we can't get above this by a weekly close. So, there hasn't really been much done, if you ask me, about BTC. We've been just consolidating and trying to retest the main distributive zone. So all we're doing is support. I don't even know if you want to call this support, probably not. Retest this breakdown. This is the first actual attempt of going back up to retest this breakdown after you made a lower low down here, right? So there's nothing bullish about this structure that we're looking at right here, guys. This is not like, hey, I'm in a long-term buy right now because I'm going to hold it until 100K. Hell no. This is, you're buying high time frame resistance. So if you're scalping, awesome. If you're intraday trading, awesome. If you're swing trading for like freaking 7-8 months, no, I would not be buying up here, guys. Be careful. This is not financial advice, but I would not be buying up here. The next area of like investments that I want to make are going to be probably somewhere down here in the teens or like the low 20s, right? If I want to like invest into the space, and that's even like, I need to see the oscillators at that point. Other than that, guys, there's nothing else I want to add. Trend line, you all know it. We're all watching it, right? We're all watching this trend line. Any movement back down is an easy buy for me. Down here, we do something like this. Now we carry on and do something like this. But in the minute we actually lose this, we're gonna end up coming back down here to like 18, 17,000, give or take. That's all. Oscillator wise, guys, everything looks like still pure shit on the higher time frame. We're already at an area of caution. Weekly looks like it wants to do an over under. It's brewing an over under, right? See this? It's brewing over under. Be careful, guys. But there's some positive news. Look at the daily, guys. It's curling. It's reset. Right? Everything is reset on the daily, which is beautiful. We don't have an over under in the daily, but we at least reset the 2-day reset, right? This is your head. We're right back to the same area. We reset. Or if we had a green algo fire, I would feel a lot better, but we don't. We reset over here. We reset over here. I wish we had a triangle, but we don't. Again, don't forget the triangles are fucking awesome, guys, in the higher time frame. They suck on the lower time frame, but on the higher time frame, guys, they're awesome, man. When you get like these doubles too, you know that you're in distributive behavior and you're gonna crash. So like, doubles usually are very, very potent when it comes to the triangles. On the higher time frame, on the lower time frame, they're just hit or miss. What else did I want to tell you guys? Yeah, it's pretty much it. Cheers. Be safe, trade safe, and then just keep in mind that more often than not, when you do happen to get a structured breakout like this from a ascending or from a triangle, your target is always the 1.27 and go to pocket. So just put a box here at $32,000 to $34,000, and any movement back down, as long as this particular area holds, as long as this holds, the target will be up there. All right, guys. Cheers.